There are constant reshuffles within the military bloc of the aggressor country, Russia, but these only serve to convince dictator Vladimir Putin that any replacements are akin to trading one for another. Russian opposition politician and former State Duma deputy Ilya Ponomarev explained this in an interview with Glavred. According to him, Putin has little motivation to radically change anything since he does not see any progress. Yes, Gerasimov seems rather wooden and there's a lot of irritation with him. He constantly misrepresents wishful thinking in his reports. But in my opinion, Putin treats this like a fisherman's tale. In this genre, it's customary to embellish a little, and although he's had plenty of reasons to punish Gerasimov for disinformation, he's never done so. So it's not a given that he'll suddenly do so now, he emphasized. At the same time, Ponomarev added that the situation is the opposite in the economic bloc. In his opinion, Putin is afraid to touch anything there. Putin treats these people like snake charmers who keep his economy afloat and save it. PR around their activities is one thing, but actual personnel changes are quite another. Many people have been pecking at Nabulina for 2 years now, but Putin hasn't touched her precisely because he understands that she maintains currency stability. And criticism is even beneficial. It's better to criticize Nabulina than criticize Putin. Therefore, he doesn't make any decisions, says the former State Duma deputy. When they cope with the task of stabilizing the situation and their importance decreases, then perhaps Putin will replace someone, Ponomarev concluded. Recently, CNN reported that the absence of Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov from the latest meeting of the Russian Security Council sparked a media explosion and rumors of his resignation. Adding to the intrigue is the fact that Lavrov will not lead the Russian delegation to the G20 summit in Johannesburg. Putin has instead assigned his advisor, Deputy Chief of Staff of the Presidential Administration, Maxim Oreshkin, to represent the country. At the same time, Vladimir Putin's press secretary, Dmitry Peskov, hastened to assure that all statements about Lavrov's possible resignation are false. Personnel changes in Russia, what is known. As reported, Putin is in no rush to replace Lavrov due to his conservatism and reluctance to complicate personnel changes, as replacing the foreign minister requires a well-thought-out plan and creates a cascading problem for other key positions. It is also known that in Russian political circles there is increasing talk about the possible dismissal of Gerasimov, who is increasingly being blamed for the lack of promised results at the front. Furthermore, Vladimir Putin's longtime ally and the only Kremlin administration official to oppose a full-scale war with Ukraine, Dmitry Kozak, has resigned from his position as deputy head of the presidential administration.
Dubai International Airport, the world's busiest for international travel, has seen 70.1 million passengers already pass through its terminals this year and is on track to break its own records yet again, officials announced Wednesday. According to Associated Press, the rapid growth of passengers at the airport underscores Dubai as a key hub for east-west travel in global aviation and the need for its $35 billion project to build a massive, 5-runway airport at Al Maktoum International Airport at Dubai World Central. The city-state's second airport is now hosting the biennial Dubai Air Show, which already has seen major aircraft orders by both the long-haul carrier Emirates and its lower-cost sister airline Fly Dubai. Those purchases will fuel a major expansion of the routes flown by the two state-owned airlines as they move to Al Maktoum, likely beginning in 2032. Current forecasts predict the airport handling 150 million passengers a year at that point. On Tuesday, the United Kingdom's Export Finance, the UK's export credit agency, issued a $3.5 billion expression of interest letter to back construction at Al Maktoum. That will provide guarantees to British firms to provide equipment and services to the airport project. Hopefully we'll have an airport not just capable of 150 million annual passengers, but one that absolutely exemplifies the best possible technology, the best processes, said Paul Griffiths, CEO of Dubai Airports. Among the innovations Griffiths hopes to see at the new airport will be an expansion of efforts at Dubai International Airport that allows first and business class passengers at Terminal 3 to simply walk through a tunnel to clear immigration. Dubai International Airport, identified as DXB, is home to the long-haul carrier Emirates, which powers the network of state-owned and state-linked businesses referred to as Dubai Incorporated.
We've just recorded 70.1 million, which is a 2.1% growth over last year. So looking very secure, hopefully, for the 95.2 million record that we expect to get to by the end of 2025. So pretty good position. The numbers are looking good. We had a very, very good third quarter. 285,000 passengers a day still going regularly through DXB and hopefully receiving great service as they do so. The most exciting thing is having created the world's largest international airport for the last 11 years. We are now going to do it all over again, and I think that doesn't happen in many people's lifetimes. This is going to be a massive effort of international cooperation from so many countries around the world, providing all of the advanced systems. Hopefully, we'll have an airport not just capable of 150 million annual passengers, but one that absolutely exemplifies the best possible technology, the best processes. What we want to do is take away as much of that as we possibly can. And the idea, one biometric signature that's captured discreetly from cameras that you don't even see, will be the way that we actually process every single customer. And the idea is check-in, baggage handling, immigration, security will all be handled in a seamless and efficient way. And we want to keep the customer moving.